himself. Hold on, y'all already know the drill. Let's take a little zippity zip of this. Moonshine bake. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So you already know. Let's start it off with Gervonta Tank Davis, the Baltimore dude, the phenom in the sport of boxing. He vacated his belt. So the people may feel like, what the hell you doing? Other people may feel like, what you doing? Other people may be like, that's a good idea. Some people may think that that's a bad idea. Well, you already know this is Punch Drunk Boxing. We already know we break things down unbiasedly, logically, and objectively. And I think it's logical for Tank Davis to vacate the belt. Because I believe, and if you follow me in other videos, I do want these young fighters to actually fight those legacy type of fights early in their career, like other guys in the past, so they can have a long reign in their prime. Meaning, I'm going to give you an example. Oscar De La Hoya, he fought Julio Cesar Chavez by the age of what? 23, 24. And you saw Oscar De La Hoya with his reign in his prime. He had a long reign. Yet he was young, getting stronger in his prime, rather than fighting your legacy fight at the age of let's say 31, 30, and then then you become a crossover success at that age. But then how much long do you have? How much long can you sustain that youth, sustain that speed, sustain that power, sustain that drive, and sustain that hunger? Now, this is what I see in the sport of boxing, and I'm going to get right to Gervonta Tank Davis, but I want you to understand where I'm coming from. You see in the sport of boxing that we have a lot of crop of fighters. I'm talking about probably this era has the best talent. I'm talking about there are dudes in each of the division that you could say is elite 5, like 5, 6. Every division is actually stacked. You know, of course, other divisions are more popular. Welterweight division, the middleweight division, the heavyweight division now. But even the heavyweight division, if you look at it, it's kind of stacked. The Deontay Wilder, you got the Tyson Fury of the world. You got the Dillian White of the world. You already know how. If you already know, y'all following me? You already know how I feel about Dillian White testing positive. But at the end of the day, Dillian White is there. Andy Ruiz is there. Anthony Joshua is there. Pulev is there. And now Usyk is there, so it's kind of interesting. Even in the heavyweight division, you already know the welterweight division. Errol Spence, Keith Thurman, Manny Pacquiao, even Michael Garcia's campaigning there. Dennis Swift Garcia, Sean Porter. We could go on and on. You already got the flyweight, you got the youth, you got the lightweight, you got the Richard Comeys of the world, you got the Lomachenkos of the world, you got Teofimo Lopez of the world. You got Uwe down there. You got Nonito down there. All I'm saying is there's a lot of crop of fighters. Gary Russell Jr. Oh man, it's so much. It's so much to name. That's the beauty of boxing right now. But the legacy fight is actually being fought when they're in their 30s. Look at the welterweight division. Look at the heavyweight division. You know, let's say if these guys would have fought early in their careers and gained that type of momentum that boxing was, you already know, was in a coma and was gaining that momentum. Right now, if there's a lot of mega fights that could be made and it's not being made, they marinating it too much, they prolonging it too much, they keeping the fans waiting too much. So I believe Gervonta Tank Davis doing that because, of course, a lot of people do want to see Tevin Farmer and Gervonta Tank Davis, but those people don't want to. I don't believe that those people really want to see that because it's a legacy fight. It's because they got social media beef. And the thing is, for me, that does nothing to legacy. That's just social media beef. That's like a dude in the street just calling you out. He's famous. That's like, I'm gonna give you an example. That's like Chris Brown. He's famous. He got a social media account, and boom, he's going at it with Gervonta Tank Davis. Yo, I want to fight you. I want to fight, and then everybody go and see the fight because they know Chris Brown and Gervonta Tank Davis and blah blah. You know, things like that. You could create those type of beefs and drama because people love drama. They drive by drama. But for me in boxing, that's not a legacy fight. Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather, it's not a legacy fight. Yeah, a lot of people's gonna tune into it, but that's not the legacy fight. And I'm happy that Gervonta Tank Davis is actually thinking about legacy at this point, in which a lot of young fighters nowadays they're getting the money. they have the opportunity, but they're not creating that legacy fight, that legacy route. And Gervonta Tank Davis got good dudes behind him, got Mayweather Promotions, got Flow Mayweather Promotions, in which they leading him up to those type of fights and getting prepared for those type of fights. They be like, you know what, Tevin Farmer, they try to give him a number. They gave him $2 million offer. Tevin Farmer said, come on, what you tell you, pushing pennies in my face? That's the way he took it. Gervonta Tank Davis and Ellerby and Mayweather Promotions were like, you know what? Drop that belt, because what are we really gaining with Farmer? A lot of people is picking Gervonta Tank Davis to beat Tevin Farmer. If Tevin Farmer loses again, it's the only person that's actually gaining in that fight is Tevin Farmer. You understand what I'm saying? He already have a couple of losses in his record. And I'm not saying that losses is should be detrimental to your career. I don't think so. In the UFC, they don't play it that way. I know boxing fans is kind of harsh, but at the end of the day, a couple of losses, and it shouldn't be a downfall in your career. But I do believe that only helps Tevin Farmer more. You understand what I'm saying? But in Gervonta Tank Davis versus Lomachenko, in the pursuit of Lomachenko, Lomachenko has won so much. He has gained pound for pound status. He's gained a lot of respect in the world of boxing. A lot of people feel like he's number one. A lot of people feel like he's number 2 or 3. At the end of the day, we all know that pound for pound, Lomachenko is top 3. Yet, Lomachenko has still had that legacy fight. Yeah, a lot of people are going to be like ringing down. I could see that could be maybe a legacy fight, but I don't think the mass media and the mass boxing media takes that as a legacy fight. We still want to see, and I also like the win that he had versus Gary Russell Jr. I think that's probably the biggest win of Lomachenko's career, in my opinion, skill for skill. But they're not giving, Gary Russell's not out there for people to talk about him and the notoriety. So people just be like, okay, he beat. They don't even remember that Lomachenko beat a great talent and a great skillful fighter like Gary Russell Jr. So what is the legacy fight? Lomachenko has all these titles, but don't have that type of legacy fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the legacy fight that got the whole world of boxing paying attention. They got even the outside, the casuals to pay attention to. And I believe Gervonta Tank Davis with the push with the Mayweather Promotions could create that mega fight for Lomachenko, because that's what he needs in his career. He's not trying to move up. He already said that he's even uncomfortable in the 135-pound division. They're not talking about Michael Garcia. They're not talking about Bud Crawford. So Gervonta Tank Davis or Teofimo Lopez, Richard Comey, but I believe the Teofimo Lopez, they push the Teofimo Lopez to be a bigger name. And to be honest, the Teofimo Lopez, Lomachenko, and Gervonta Tank Davis, that trio might be the interest of boxing. I'm not saying that I'm not throwing no shade at Richard Comey. Richard Comey is a problem, things of that nature. But I'm seeing that Teofimo Lopez, they trying to promote that Teofimo Lopez. They trying to promote that Lomachenko. And now Gervonta Tank Davis and Mayweather Promotions are trying to, they're going to have to negotiate a deal. They're going to have to come together, Bob Arum and Flo Mayweather. I believe that could be done. So I do believe it was a great move by Gervonta Tank Davis. I don't believe he got nothing to gain but another title, which is good. But why not? But people do like. I think a unification is just as good as being a 2-division titleist. So he's really not gaining everything with Tevin Farmer, but he's gaining a lot. Probably a lot more money. Probably a lot more notoriety. Probably more pound for pound status. If he fights and he beats Lomachenko, it's a win-win situation. It's high risk, high reward, and he's actually challenging himself, and he's actually probably giving the boxing fans what they want to see more. Minus the drama, ain't no drama there, but they rather see the pursuit of greatness and not the pursuit of just drama, beef, and make that the interest and make that the focal point of why Tevin Farmer and Gervonta Tank Davis is fighting. So that's my take. No shades in throwing Tevin Farmer. I believe that he's a good champion, but I think that he just got bigger fish. He want bigger fishes to fry. And Lomachenko, that's regarded right now, that's being promoted as this pound for pound type of dude, probably won a lot of people's lists. Why not Gervonta Tank Davis if he goes straight to the top? and then he's young enough to have that long reign. He beat Lomachenko. He fights Lomachenko. It's a good fight no matter what. Even if he loses to Lomachenko, which I think a lot of people, he's going to be the favorite to win against Gervonta Tank Davis. He's gaining something. I like that. I like the challenge. I think it makes sense. He's young enough. I don't think that anybody's even mad that he's vacating the belt in the pursuit of Lomachenko. Now, if he was just vacating the belt in the pursuit of somebody else, but I think that's why it's not a big story. Oh, he's vacating his belt. What is he doing? Yo, what? Nah. So I believe he's doing a good job. I think it's good. I don't think it's messed up. So you already know. Let me know what y'all feel. You already know this is Punch on Boxing. We break things down unbiasedly, logically, and objectively. Let me know how y'all feel. Let me take a little zippity zip again. Let's take the shot better. Woo! So, you already know, like the video. Let me know how y'all feel. You know, already answered a lot of people. I'm humble like that. God bless everybody. Hope everybody has, all the children, all your kids is having a good first day of school. You already know. Say no to drugs. Say no to drinks. But for the adults out there, we moonshine up. You already know, man. Like the video. Subscribe to your boy. Share it. You already know, man. Show support. On to the next.